Time to go live again. I've just had some time out this morning where I gave myself permission to sit down and watch Netflix. And what I've been watching, because I'm so over all the negative Nellies out there, is the Kindness Diaries. And a guy goes around and he has to travel for free all the way around from Alaska. And he goes up, and I think the last one I watched, he was in Montana. So he has to get everybody's help, but he's not allowed to take money. And it's amazing the stories of kindness that's being given out there. Anyway, today this story is a little bit about kindness. It's called Hooper Humperdinck, Not Him. This is about a boy who isn't invited to a party, and I know that happens for a lot of people. It's by Theo Lessig, and it's illustrated by Charles E. Martini, or Martin. Sorry, been thinking a little bit about getting my martini on. So, Hooper Humperdinck, Not Him. It's another Dr. Seuss book with the beginner books, which have some really good easy reading. Let's get going. Paul, this one's for you. That's right, I've got your book. And just to make sure everybody knew it was Paul's book, he wrote his name on every page. This is my little brother. But wait, there's more. Hooper Humperdinck, Not Him. I'm going to have a party, but I don't think that I'll ask Hooper Humperdinck. I'll ask Alice, I'll ask Abe, I'll ask Bob and Bill and Babe. Look, Lynette, it even mentions you, Babe. I'll ask Charlie, Clara, Cora, Danny, Davy, Daisy, Dora, 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 Dora the Explorer. I'll ask Denny, I'll ask Dot, but Hooper Humperdinck, I think not. Who else has been in that situation where they haven't been invited to things or they've been left out? It's not a nice feeling, is it? But it's okay for people to not invite others, because there are situations where we have to limit numbers, or maybe you're not that close. So just don't take it personally. Just think, you know what? I'm good enough without going to that party. Hopefully Hooper Humperdinck does that. Hey, Heather. Alma, Ellie, Ethel, Ed, Frida, Francis, Frank, and Fred. Can anyone else notice what's happening in here? It's not quite alliteration, but all the names start with a letter of the alphabet. Can anyone else tell what's happening? It's going in alphabetical order, isn't it? Well done. I'll ask George and Gus and Gary, Henry, Hedda, Hank, and Harry. Wonder if that's Harry Potter. Oop, did I miss a page? No, they're just all on the train, aren't they? Tooting along. I always like a good toot on the train, especially the old trains. They do super toots, don't they? I'll ask every kid I like. Irene, Izzy, whoops, rereading. See, I told you I do it on every book. It's okay to make mistakes. Irene, Ivy, Izzy, Ike, Joe and Jerry, Jack and Jim. But Hooper Humperdinck, not him. Gosh, there's lots of things happening in that picture, isn't there? There's even an ark on the back. I don't think we're quite to ark level. Might arc up. That Hooper Humperdinck, I don't know why, but somehow I don't like that guy. And to be fair, sometimes we do get feelings about other people, and we need to follow those. Sometimes it comes because other people say unkind things about somebody, and it may not necessarily be true. So you need to make that choice for yourself. Don't always believe everything that somebody says about somebody. A party needs a band to play, and so I'll get a band. Okay? The KK Cats are on their way. That's a bit dodgy name, isn't it? Although I do like cats. And I like Lucy, Luke and Lum. I like the Lesters. They can come. And Mark and Mary, Mike and Mabel. I'll have to get a bigger table. That's a very large gathering. I hope there's not more than 2. Looks like there's nearly 500. And a giant cake in the middle. I could make that cake, I think. Do you like the way my hat glitters in the sun? Got 4 of these. Some people are freaking out a little bit at how many costume changes I have. Hey, Lynette. They'll come by air, by parachute. Nora, Norton, Nat, and Newt. And Olivetta Oppenbeam, I'll have to order more ice cream. What's your favourite ice cream? Mine, my favourite ice cream comes from Cocoon in New Zealand, where they have 13 scoop ice creams that you can buy, with 13 scoops topped all up high. Oh, I just rhymed then. That was very well done, wasn't it? And when I went last time, I got pineapple lump ice cream, banana chocolate chip, and orange chocolate chip. And those are all kiwi flavours. Best ever. No, Lynette, Lisa and Lynette didn't get invited. We're going to have a party of our own later. I'll need about 10 tons, I think, but none for Hooper Humperdinck. It's being very greedy, isn't it? It's always good to share. So look, there's an igloo ice cream company. It's a little igloo towing them all along. Lots and lots of flavours of ice cream. And that's not very good hygiene, is it? Sitting on the ice cream. Hope that's a special hazmat suit. No, Hooper Humperdinck won't do it all. He's not good fun like Pete and Paul. You might like to tell Pete that, Mel. He's fun. And we all know Paul's a fun. And Pinky, Pat and Pasternak. I bet they come by camelback. Wouldn't that be an interesting way to turn up? Oh, I'm getting the gist of being able to move this so you can see the pictures. Q, Q, Q. Who begins with Q? Quintuplets. So I'll ask a few. Who knows what quintuplets are? Let's count and see if we can work it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in that plane. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in that plane. And there seems to be lots of 5s all over the place. There's a 5 here and a 5 there. And let's just do a big high five for all of you out in La La Land. I think quintuplets mean there are 5 of them. Ralph and Rudolph, Ruth and Russ, and some other R's in a big blue bus. Can you see any licking the windows? I can't. What are they doing on there? Might be a whole bunch of nut jobs. I'll probably be on that bus. Oh, what a party! Sally, Sue, Solly, Sonny, Steve and Stu. I'll ask the Simpson sisters too. but I'm not asking. You know who. I'm holding out hope that this person who's doing the party is actually going to turn out to be a nice person. How about you? Kindness is the new pandemic. And if you haven't seen, get on over to #KindnessPandemic. There's a really cool group where everybody's sharing what they're doing at the moment to be kind. Doing really cool stuff like paying for people's groceries or buying a coffee or helping them by just talking. Doing crazy stuff like reading books, looking like a nut. Nobody wants to play with Hooper Humperdinks. No, I need to reread that. See, that's twice now I've had to reread, and that's okay because mistakes teach us. Nobody wants to play with Hooper Humperdinks, a party pooper. Do you think they're basing that on what they know? Or do you think that they're basing that on what maybe other people are saying? Remember to always find out the truth for yourself. That's a pretty massive party, isn't it? It's even got a roller coaster. That's what it feels like to be in my brain sometimes. Welcome Tim and Tom and Ted. Grab a hot dog, get well fed. Welcome Ursula, welcome Ub. Strawberry soda by the tub. There's lots and lots going on in those pictures, isn't there? Looks like a great big fair. I just made strawberry cake. Ask Eden. It was delicious. Had berry, white chocolate buttercream mixed with white chocolate ganache, all fluffed up, and I made a pussycat. It's very nice. We ate all the offcuts. Welcome Vera, Violet, Vinny. Welcome Wilbur, Waldo, Winnie, Xavier and Yancy, Yipper, Zacharias, Zeke and Zipper. And I thought we only had weird names in New Zealand. All my good friends from A to Z. The biggest gang you'll ever see. See, I had to say Z because it rhymes with C. Normally in New Zealand, we say Z. The biggest gang there'll ever be. Yes, Lynette, you are correct. I think it looks like an illegal social gathering too. But really, who's imposing those legal requirements? What if it was just, we're all okay? And we're all in this together. Whoops, I'll get on with it. A party big and good as this is too good for anyone to miss. And so, you know, I sort of think, what do you think's going to rhyme with that? I sort of think, I will ask Hooper Humperdinck. And maybe they were just inventing all those things that they wanted to have. It's okay to dream about having a massive big party, isn't it? Remember, you can probably find this at your library, or you could buy it online. I'm not saying to go to anywhere in particular, but if you do love this, it's a really great book. And it's really cool to talk about how we can care for each other and be kind and involve each other. And that's not to say that you have to hang out with people who you don't get on with, but just try to be a little bit more, hey, Tanka, I can see you in the background, to be a little bit more kind and a little bit more compassionate, because we don't actually know what's going on for other people, do we? Oh, so today I just wanted to talk a little bit about what you could do for yourself and what you could do for somebody else, so that we're creating more kindness in the world. And if I keep doing this, it's not because I'm awesome. Well, it is that too, but it's because little flies and things are here in Australia, and it's really warm still, and they're annoying me. I've been known to talk to the flies when I tell them to go away. Does anyone else talk to the flies and the butterflies? I do. Sometimes I think that shows how crazy I am. But that's okay. Crazy's cool. So, what one thing could you do for you today that would be kind? Because we also have to be kind to ourselves, not just everybody else. And when we can be kind to ourselves, we can be kind to others more easily. Because when we forget to fill ourselves up, we find it harder to give to others. And if you can think of it like a great big delicious bowl of deliciousness that is you. So I'm this big bowl of deliciousness. Be a big bowl of deliciousness. I know you all are. You've got to be putting things into your big bowl of deliciousness to make sure it stays delicious. It's like a cake. If you want your cake to taste delicious, you don't go and put snot in it, do you? It's not going to taste delicious now. Well, that would depend on who you are, but I don't think it would taste delicious if you put snot in. You wouldn't go and put, what else could we not put in that would make it undelicious? Mud. You wouldn't put mud in your cake. You wouldn't put dirt and leaves and sticks unless it was an outdoor mud cake. But to have it as a nice cake, we put in nice things. We might put in berries or chocolate or things that make us feel like it's delicious. And so when we're adding those good things, and when we're talking about ourselves, that might be doing things that we enjoy. So it might be taking time out to listen to a favorite song or dance around like a crazy person, because that's okay too. Dance like nobody's watching. That might be something that you do. Or you might, for adults, get in the car and yell really, 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 really loudly just to let all that energy out. And then put on some really good tunes and sing your heart out. That might be something that you do to fill up your well or your lovely pot of you. It might be to go and have a really long bubble bath. It might be to do some colouring in. Pop it in the comments what you like to do to give time to yourself and to give kindness to yourself. It might be painting your nails. Or it could be something that you do together with your kids. Maybe you could get your kids to paint your nails and you could paint theirs. It's just something that gives to you that maybe you don't have time for normally. And when you keep putting into you and you take care of you, and maybe that's by good food, going to bed on time, giving yourself time out, having that coffee because you feel like it, reading a good book, doing some drawing, and you just keep piling all those things into your jar, then at some point you get to a point where you're so full of good, kind things that you've done for yourself. And they may just be things like, actually, you know what? I am beautiful. I'm beautiful on the inside, and it doesn't matter what I look like on the outside. Beauty looks different to everybody. It might be, I did my hair beautifully today. It might be, I love my sparkly hat. It might be, you know what? I'm going to get up and go and have a run because I need that for myself. And then when we've done all those things, we've got enough to give to other people. But it's sort of like a big bowl of yumminess. If we keep taking that out, taking that out, taking that out and giving it away to other people, if I keep giving all that goodness out to everybody else all the time and I do nothing for myself, am I going to have anything left in my bowl? I'm going to have nothing left for me. And then I'm going to end up not feeling well. I'm going to end up feeling tired, and I'm going to get my growlies on, and I'm going to growl my kids. I'm going to get snappy with everybody. And that's not a nice feeling. It's not nice to feel snappy and grumpy and ugh. It's just nice to take care of you. I'm trying not to kill the bugs in front of you. So that's my thing for today. See what you can do for you that is kind for you. And if you can have given yourself enough kind, then start spreading that. Start giving out. It doesn't have to be huge. It just has to be one thing. It might be a card to Dad to say, you know what, Dad? Thanks for still going to work even though the rest of the world's going crazy. Thanks, Mum, for always doing dinner. I'm really grateful, and I love that you've made dinner for us. Thanks, kids, for being you and laughing so loud that it distracted me from what I was doing, and it made me laugh too. Who knows what it is? Feel free to share in here so that everybody else can see what bits of kindness are happening out in the world. And on that note, people, have a really, really, really awesome day. And from my heart to yours, give out the kindness. First, be kind to you. Be compassionate to you and to others. And share the love, because there's nothing on earth like love. Have a good day. And I will just go and see if I can find the little button to end this. Later.